Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting what bout am I predicting? I'll be predicting the bantamweight bout between Davey Grant versus Daniel Marcos. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going low confidence. I keep saying competence. Low confidence, Daniel Marcos to beat Davey Grant. I just think Davey Grant's he was 37 years old. The clock is ticking. Like, a guy could look phenomenal and then they don't look phenomenal. Like, you start at a certain age, you could go from looking phenomenal one performance to looking like a shell in the next performance. Or you could be looking phenomenal last year, then next year, what happened? Like, you just look like vintage last year in your last performance, then it stepped into another year, just a month passed and went another year, and now you just got old overnight. And it happened just like that. You go from, I'm in the peak of my life, I'm performing, then it's like that, you wake up one day and you don't got it no more. Or maybe the motivation not there, or a combination of all that and some more. Some injuries start catching up to you and you aren't able to train or whatnot. And Davey Grant has, fought a long time. It's not like he's been fought 100 fights or whatnot, but MMA ages you differently than a lot of other sports. And at the end of the day, he's getting up there, he's getting close to 40 in a smaller man's weight class, and that's not a good sign at all. It's not a good sign in the upper weight classes, and it's definitely not a good sign in the lower weight classes. And I think Daniel Marcos, he's an undefeated prospect, long technical striker, and I think it's his time now. He's gonna come in here, and I think he's gonna be able to put away Davey Grant. I think Davey Grant will be able to show a good account for himself, but I think Marcos will be able to put him away. I think it'll be a good start for Davey Grant, but I think Marcos probably gonna start slamming some teeth to his body, some kicks into his body, some knees into his body. We're gonna start to see Davey Grant start to wilt, start to get his gas tank exhausted pretty early in this fight. I mean, I'm saying, you don't get the wind kicked out of him pretty early, but the heart of him is not gonna go out. So he might be mouth breathing a little bit, might be huffing puffing, might be taking those deep hard breaths and stuff. But Davey Grant ain't gonna be no quitting. We're gonna stay coming forward, but Marcus gonna keep giving him shots back, hit him with elbows, just be long, be sharp, and be butchering this man out there. So first round probably be a good competitive fight, but Marcos investing. But then eventually those investments start to slow down Davey Grant, the older, worn down Davey Grant, and start to put the pressure on him, start to tag him up, and then eventually drop him in the third round. After probably at this point, Davey Grant is really just relying on heart at this point in the third round. But two good rounds in the first two rounds, but definitely start to see Marcos really take over in that second half of the second round. The third round, you just kind of see a wounded Davey Grant just again fighting on heart, still standing there, still got the technique, still got the experience, still got the skill, but his body ain't gonna be, where his mind and his heart is. His body gonna fail him, and he's not gonna be able to dig as deep as he has in the past. Also, he has had to dig deep in a lot of fights, even against fighters that aren't the best. He has had to dig deep at times. So, yeah, you only got so many of those in your career, especially as a guy who's 37 years old and only getting older. And I think this time that dig deep card it's gonna get declined. That credit card gonna get declined. That phone ain't gonna answer. Gonna get left on red, get left on voicemail, swipe the credit card, it's gonna get declined, and he gonna have time to call his bank. And Marco's gonna put him away in the third round. Not second, third round. So in this one, I have Daniel Marcos via third round TKO.